right, you all. So after a very, very long day and a lot of help from a buddy of mine, I got the problem figured out. But even though I got the problem figured out, I still have a problem. Stay tuned. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Mr. God. What's happening, everybody? It is your boy Kendall Sean with the world famous I feel better, so you should sing it along with me. Blue Oval Media. And I know you all saw the previous video of me talking about the KSD notch and what was going on, and I kind of want to give you all an update on that. I know you all saw the video on what I posted either yesterday or whenever you saw it about this car possibly not making Fox Toberfest. Well, after a long day and long night, I figured out the issue. But in me figuring out the issue, I do have another issue, and I'm going to go over it with you all. But the good news is I'm able to bring the car to the event. So for you all that's coming, I'll see you there. But let me kind of show you what happened. Oh man, so as you can see, I have this stuff everywhere right now. And man, I got everything out. And what I had to end up doing was, I kind of, after figuring out, like, man, I'm having an issue. Either it's the Holley Terminator X, or it's something else with the ignition. So my Holley is located under my seat. So the first thing I did was I turned the key on and was able to see that all the lights for the Holley was still on. So I was grateful for that it wasn't blown up, or that, bottom line, that it just worked. But it was what I discovered after that. And so I'm like, okay, fuel pump not kicking on. The screen is not kicking on. I thought I checked every fuse, which I did. But like I said, I didn't necessarily wire everything on here. And so shout out to my man Walt at SN95 Power. He helped guide me through getting this, and I was able to figure out what went wrong. So in here I have I have a wire that goes for the ignition to turn the fuel pump and the screen on. It just so happened that both of those wires are connected together and are on a fuse, and that fuse is actually located over here, which was behind the actual radio. So what I did was I had to pull the whole dash off. I disconnected the 12.3 screen, and I started running a test light until everywhere where it was supposed to be power. And yeah, found out I don't have power in a certain place. I went and checked the fuse, found out the fuse was blown. I put the fuse, I didn't have the proper fuse, so I put the fuse in without the screen being connected, and the fuel pump kicked on. So just that alone I was grateful, because I'm like, okay, at least I know that works. But then I plugged the Holley screen back up. It does not work at all. Now, for you all that actually watch the channel, you know that this is the second time I've had this issue. When I first got the screen, it never worked at all. And that was a Holley issue, and they warranted that out, but it took forever. Fox Toberfest is like 7 days away. I don't have that option. And so, bottom line, I got it to work, but the screen is out. So I don't know any data, nothing. I can't work with any of that right now. And so I am going to have to bring this thing to Fox Toberfest without the screen working. But I got everything else working on the car and figured it all out. So I'm just grateful that I'm able to drive it, just to drive it on and off of the trailer, because it ain't going nowhere, but to just be a part of the event. But I am grateful that happened. But I'm feeling a certain type of ways about this Holley screen, because like I said, this is the second time. The first time, it literally, from the first time, it just never worked. No fuse pop, nothing. It just never worked. And they had to give it back. And now everything else is working besides the screen again. And so, yeah, I don't know what to do. I'm going to actually call them again and see what we can, they can fix this one or see what's going to happen. But this is what I get for, trying to be different and fancy, and I keep running into these issues like this. So we're gonna see, but it's gonna still have to wait until after Fox Toberfest. So like I said, for you all that has been following the channel, you know I used to actually have the Dakota Digital dash up in here. And even though I like the 12.3 dash, like I almost feel like I either have to get the smaller one, because if you all look it up, people have complained and they've had the same issues that I've had with this, about this screen. People have complained. I almost want to go back to the Dakota Digital, but this thing costs so much money. I mean, this is a lot of money for this screen. Like I think it's like $2 grand, and I don't want to be not out of a screen. And like I really like it, but I just need this thing to work, man. And so I literally went through everything and just, you know, it just went out. And so got to figure that out. And like I said, just kind of moving forward from there. So I will be able to move forward without it for right now, and then take it back, and hopefully I can get another one and don't have to pay, you know, I'm not going to pay $2 grand for another one if I keep having these same issues. My Dakota Digital never had an issue, never a problem. It's all the same. I just never had an issue with it. And so, but I think for me, I'm just more grateful that that it runs, and I'm gonna be able to bring it to Fox Toberfest. Ain't gonna be able to do much because, like I said, I don't have no day. I can't see. So, and like I have to disconnect the small Terminator X screen. I'm just not gonna do all of that right now. I want to disconnect it so that I can get the data, because the way that it's hooked up, I can't see on the Terminator X screen the little smaller one. So right now, I'm just gonna roll with that. I'm gonna keep everything simple so that I can have this car at the event. So first off, let me thank everybody. When I say I had a little bit of everybody reaching out to me yesterday, and thank you all for the comments as well. Everybody was telling me about, you know, it was possibly the ground and things of that nature. And I just want to say thank you to everybody for I didn't get to respond to it because, like I said, yesterday I literally posted the video and I got my end back up in here trying to figure it out. And so thank you to everybody, man. And shout out to all of the other YouTubers that reached out, man. Neo Mustangs, Danny reached out to me. Hicks House Videos reached out to me, man. My man War Admiral Tom, like, man, my phone was blowing up yesterday after that video, because that was a real video to me. And like, just like this one is, I am not making none of this up. I could care less about content to that air. Like, this is really what's going on. And so I thank you all for that. And so yeah, and if you want to find out, why would I want to come to Fox Toberfest without the screen working? So shout out to the 3 people that clicked the dislike button on the video as well. Like, come on, man, like y'all ain't got nothing else better to do. But anyway, so if you like this video, make sure you like and subscribe. I'm going to keep you all updated. I'm supposed to have my new wheels today, and guess what, I'm gonna do another video to talk about the old ones, because they are going to be for sale. It's your boy Kendall Sean with Blue Over Media. I am out.